All right, here we are, Wednesday night. Thursday night football tomorrow. I don't know who's playing Thursday night football. We're about to find out here real soon. But first, we gotta address how we did week one. 1-0, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 2-4, 2-5, 3-5, 4-5, 5-5, 6-5, 7-5, 7-6, 7-7, 7-8, 7-9, 7-9 first week. It's not ideal. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not ideal, but who cares? Cause I know why. Cause we going 15 for 15 right here. 16 for 16 right here. Thursday night football. Whoa. Commanders versus Pack. They couldn't give me a layup. You can't give me a layup. The Packers looked unstoppable last week. But, I mean, who is guarding Terry McLaurin on that team? Who's guarding Deebo Samuel? Give me the Packers. Packers. Browns, Ravens, Seahawks, Steelers. That Steelers defense is nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you. Seahawks defense isn't bad either, but that Steelers defense, you know, it was getting worked last week. Don't get it wrong. But like, man, they not making it easy for me right now. Steelers, they just signed Jabril Peppers like yesterday, I think, too. Jabril Peppers is kind of washed, but you know, he could definitely make a play here or there. And then the Seahawks is literally just JSN. It's just JSN. Last week it was JSN versus the Niners. I'm gonna go Steelers, man. I just feel like the Seahawks are just too reliant on JSN. K9 didn't do anything. K9 don't even look like a starting back right now. They're giving Zach Charbonnet more carries right now. So I'm gonna go Steelers on this one. Bills, Jets. I feel like we could get third. We could get thrown a curveball real quick here. Jets didn't look bad. The way they played, you know, you definitely wouldn't think they lost the game. But I mean, the Bills are the Bills. I'm gonna go Bills on this one. Niners, Saints, Niners. Don't even need to explain that one. Patriots, Dolphins. Oh, if the Patriots lose this game right here, it's time to start worrying. The Dolphins are gonna have a top 5 pick this year. No secondary. Kenneth Grant, Jalen Phillips, Chop Robinson. That's cool. Your secondary is absolute paper mache. You know, I could probably lace up the cleats right there and give, you know, whatever DB they got in that defense, you know, at least 25 yards. I'm gonna go Patriots. Rams, Titans. I mean, they just hate Cam Ward. First Broncos, now the Rams. What did Cam Ward do to Roger Goodell? Let me know right now. Rams on this one. Bears, Lions. We're making predictions. Lions are going to be the frauds of the season. I'm going Bears. They looked terrible. Looking like, you know, Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn were the saviors of that team last year. They didn't look good at all against the Packers. But, you know, is that saying something about the Lions or is that saying something about the Packers? We're not going to know until next week. But I'm going to go Bears. I just think that defense is going to withstand more than what the Lions defense can take. And yeah, man, I think, you know, the Bears are going to bounce back. They looked good. Actually, no, they didn't. The defense looked good on Monday. That offense still got to work some things out. But I'm gonna go Bears. Giants, Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys, but Cowboys got that one. The Giants are not looking good at all. It doesn't matter how good a defense is. It doesn't matter how good a defense is. You saw it. You just saw it Monday night. That Bears defense looked dominant. Was dominating. Got a pick 6. It doesn't matter how good that defense is. If your offense isn't putting up points, you're not gonna win games. Cowboys, Jags, Bengals. Bengals. I mean, just don't overthink it. Travis Hunter isn't going to play a lot defensively. We saw week 1. I heard they're going to ramp it up. More snaps on the defense. It doesn't matter. You know, Travis Hunter is going to be tired. Well, not tired, but he's not going to be 100% on defense. And he's going to have to guard either Jamar Chase or T. Higgins. Barbecue chicken. Bengals. You know, our defense wasn't good at all last week. And I feel like even, you know, we were containing them ever so slightly. So I just got to go Bengals. Cardinals, Panthers. We're coming back for vengeance. Bryce Young's comeback player of the year campaign starts now. Week 1 don't count anyways. I don't know why we're playing at 3:05 p.m. We should be playing at 12. Let's be honest. But it is what it is. So you already know Panthers putting straight belts of ass. The Cardinals didn't look good at all. They beat the Saints by 1 possession. We're significantly better than the Saints. No bullshit. Broncos, Colts. Bo Nix, you play bad this game. We're gonna have a talk, all right, bro? Because I hyped the Broncos up, and I hyped the Broncos up solely because Bo Nix looked amazing last year. You looked like DJ Ugalavia last week, all right? Play like that one more time, and we're gonna have a talk, all right, buddy? That being said, I'm gonna go Broncos. If Bo Nix doesn't play like a terrorist, the Broncos should blow them out. But Colts don't look too bad. Daniel Jones did his thing last week, but that was the Dolphins. I got Broncos coming out 2-0. Eagles, Chiefs. I'm sorry, Chiefs, you're going 0-2. You're going 0-2. Xavier Worthy's not going to play. Even if he does play, you're still getting straight belt. You know, Eagles, they lost people significant, but I feel like the Chiefs lost even more people significant. I don't see what could change from the Super Bowl. At the end of the day, the Eagles are just stacked all around. I'm going Eagles, man. You know, I said it with the Ravens, same with the Eagles. Their floor is making it to the Super Bowl. Their ceiling is winning the Super Bowl. If they don't make it to the Super Bowl, they got to look at the season as a disappointment. I don't see how you could not look at it as a disappointment considering you are the champions. Falcons, Vikings. JJ McCarthy. We talked about it Monday. Maybe Tuesday. I think that's what I read. We talked about it Tuesday. We are Vikings fans. Please do your thing. Ball out. Throw for 500 yards. I don't care. Beat the Falcons, please. If the Falcons are 0-2, hallelujah. Hallelujah, man. That being said, realistically, Monday night, bro, they glazing the Vikings right Sunday night. Monday night and Sunday night? Bro, Roger Goodell, you're glazing, man. How are the Vikings getting prime time, bro? That's glazed, bro. I'm gonna go Vikings. I really hope the Vikings do their thing. The defense always looks good. Offensively, they could do a little bit better. You know, they had to rely on a very clutch fourth quarter from JJ. Hopefully they can, just get the ground running and just ram through them. Please. I do not need the Falcons winning this week. 2 Monday night football games. All right, let's talk the first one. Buccaneers Texans. CJ, do me a favor. Stop playing like some shit and beat the Bucks, all right? Best case scenario for us. Panthers win, Saints lose, Falcons lose, Bucks lose. That means we are either first or second in the NFC South. That doesn't look too bad if you ask me. Too bad reality is going to hit me with the left hook come Sunday night. Well, actually Monday night, because it's Monday night. Texans, Bucks. Texans won by a field goal against the Falcons. Really could have went to OT if Young Hoku wasn't a Russian spy. I'm gonna go Texans, man. Look, the Rams, I got high expectations for the Rams. I think the Rams can go to the Super Bowl. I think they will go to the Super Bowl. That's how high I think of the Rams. That's how high I think of Matthew Stafford. That's how high I think of their defense. Puka, Devontae, Kyron. I love that team. I love Matthew Stafford. Come playoff time, if the Panthers aren't there, I'm definitely rooting for Matthew Stafford, just an absolute dog. Yeah, I'm gonna go Texans. I think we see our usual Baker Mayfield. I think we see 2 picks out of him Monday night. Yeah, I'm going Texans. Chargers, Raiders. Let me hold on now. Off the top of my head, I just think Chargers. We got to go more into depth because I underestimated the shit out of the Raiders last Sunday. The Raiders look nice. The Raiders looks good. We not calling them bums this year. All right, they looked nice. Now, I could definitely see this game being closer than what people are making it out to be, and I can see it going to the Raiders side, favoring them. However, the Chargers beat the Chiefs, and Ladd McConkey didn't even do nothing crazy this week. I feel we see last year's Ladd McConkey this week, and when we see last year's Ladd McConkey, I don't see a lot of teams beating the Chargers, considering we're seeing a rise in Quentin Johnson this year. Balled out last week. We didn't even know if he could catch a ball when we seen training camp highlights and everything. And then the defense wasn't terrible. It was pretty good last week. It is the Chiefs. They're going to score regardless. And then Omari Hampton didn't have the best of games. I think he picks up the slack here. But I am going to give the Raiders their credit. I'm looking at this as a 60-40. If you asked me last week what I thought of the Raiders, I would have said 80-20 Patriots. They proved me wrong. I'm going 60-40, but I'm going to go towards the Chargers. And yeah, man, that's that. That's week 2. Summed up what my predictions are. We'll go over it real quick. Tomorrow night, Packers, Commanders. Let me rethink this one. Packers. Rethinking it. Packers. I don't know if I said Commanders. I'm going Packers. Packers, Ravens. This is another one I'm iffy on, but I'm going to go Steelers. Bills, Niners, Patriots, Rams. Another 50-50, I feel like. I'm just going Bears, man. I'm going Bears. Really? The odds are that high for the Lions? Am I missing something here? I'm going Bears, bro. I liked what I saw Monday night. I did not like what I saw Sunday afternoon. I'm going Bears. Giants, Cowboys. Don't even need to talk about that one. Jags, Bengals. I'm confident on Bengals. Alright, bro. What's this? -6.5, bro? Hey, whoever makes the score lines, bro, you can suck my balls, alright? The Panthers are putting straight belt to ass Sunday afternoon. Broncos, Colts. Broncos, I'm confident in that. Eagles, Chiefs. Can't count out Mahomes, but I'm counting out Mahomes this week. Eagles. Vikings, Falcons. JJ. Please do what you did Monday night. Now, actually, don't do what you do Monday night. Because I need you to do what you did Monday. I need you to do what you did in that fourth quarter for 4 straight quarters Sunday night. Alright? Please, man. CJ. I need to see rookie CJ Stroud. Alright? Please. Put Stingley on Mike, and then put Lassiter on Emeka. I don't know if that's gonna work because Emeka's a straight dog and he shouldn't be on the Falcons. But please, bro, do something, bro. Once again, that is a 50-50 game. I just hate everyone in the NFC South. And then Chargers, Raiders. I'm chilling. I'll say 60-40. I'm going Chargers on that one. And hey, man, that's that. Predictions locked in. Hey, let's see how I do Monday night after the game's over. I'm confident in a 13-3. 13-3 is a predict. See y'all Monday night to see how we did.